The countdown has begun, and in Douala, preparations are shifting into top gear. Behind the spiritual activities unfolding in churches, a coordinated state response is taking shape. A high-level multi-sectoral communication coordination mission has been on the ground inspecting key sites expected to host the Pope's activities. The delegation, made up of officials from the Presidency, the Ministry of Communication and the National Broadcaster, has been assessing logistics, communication strategies and overall readiness for an event of global significance. At the Japoma Sports Complex, identified as a major gathering point, emphasis has been placed on accessibility, crowd management and media positioning. Attention also focused on the Douala International Airport, where reception protocols, security arrangements and media coordination are being carefully fine-tuned ahead of the Pope's arrival. Health preparedness is equally a priority, with facilities placed on alert to respond to any emergencies during the visit. While institutional preparations continue, the faithful are also getting ready in their own way. Across parishes, prayer sessions, novenas and spiritual retreats have intensified as Christians prepare to welcome the Holy Father not just physically but spiritually.
At the last phase of preparation, while the logistics and everything is being checked and put in place, but this is the biggest news. The biggest news is about the papal caravan, a caravan of hundreds, if not up to 1 million young people. We plan on mobilizing young people, especially from Bonaberry. That's a kickoff point. And as we go across town, we shall sweep young people from other churches, making sure we walk in the form of a caravan. It's a pilgrimage, a spiritual pilgrimage to meet the Holy Father on the way, who is coming to meet us. And you know that in Douala, he's coming to talk to the youth especially, to give them hope.
Church leaders say the visit goes beyond organization. It is a moment of deep spiritual renewal, expected to strengthen faith, unity and hope.
I'm very happy that he has decided to come. I think he's the third Holy Father to visit our country, and he's coming after the season of Lent, which we all had the opportunity of preparing. Every Christian in Cameroon, and I think the Muslims also had their own 30 days of fasting. So he's coming at the right time when I believe our souls are prepared to receive him, and we are hoping that the momentum that he would bring will continue with us until the kingdom come. And we hope that the spirit of Christianity in our country is going to increase based on his visit.
Security and coordination remain central to the preparations. With thousands expected to attend papal events, authorities are working to ensure smooth movement across the city, proper crowd control, and effective communication throughout the visit. Beyond the spiritual significance, the visit is also generating economic anticipation. Hotels, transport operators, and small businesses are positioning themselves to benefit from the expected influx of visitors. But for many, the importance of the visit goes far beyond logistics or commerce. At a time marked by social and economic challenges, the Pope's presence is widely seen as a message of peace, reconciliation and hope, especially for young people and families. As final inspections are completed and preparations enter the last phase, Douala stands ready. From administrative corridors to church pews, one thing is clear. This is more than an event. It is a moment of national reflection and global attention.